Well, hello Concord Township. This is the last Talk at Township for 2021, and it's an exciting one. Next year is Concord Township's 200th birthday. The bicentennial is next year, and I know we're all really excited to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the township. And along with that, there's quite a bit of interesting history that we want to talk about this evening.
Yeah, you know, growing up in Concord Township, I came here in the early 70s with my family, but I didn't realize how much rich history came out of Concord Township. You know, most people don't realize, but Concord Township was not named after the popular grape, but rather after the Battle of Lexington and Concord, which were the genesis for the American Revolutionary War. And during these battles, Paul Revere, we all know him, made his famous ride, and the first gunshot that started the war was immortalized in Emerson's iconic poem, "As the Shot Heard Round the World." So Concord Township is proudly named after the victorious battle that was the culmination of the struggle for American independence from British rule, and our name celebrates our independence every day. So that's awesome. That's pretty exciting. A couple other nice history points that we were able to find out about Concord Township. The story of Concord begins in 1802 when Thomas Jordan became our first settler in Wilson's Corners, which is the present-day town hall. At that time, the land was part of a combination of Trumbull and Geauga counties. And in March 8th of 1822, there was a town hall meeting ordered by Geauga County Commissioners. The formation of Concord Township was established on that day. So it's pretty interesting, 1822, so that's our birthday. A couple other interesting historical facts. In the early days, Concord Township's land was thick with trees, so early settlers began felling trees using a girdling technique to clear and build homesteads. Girdling, also called ring barking, is the complete removal of the bark from around the entire circumference of the tree trunk and results in the death of the area above the girdle over time. This technique was also used to clear its namesake girdled roads. So I didn't know that about girdled roads, where that came from. So pretty interesting. There's a lot of other neat and history facts that you could see in this great book that Concord Township has out here, the Concord Township history book, which we have available for our residents. We also had some notable residents have called Concord Township their home. I wasn't aware of any of these, but Eber D. Howe, he started the Cleveland Herald newspaper, and in 1822 he founded the Painesville Telegraph, and I used to deliver that when I was a little kid. Wow. I had a paper out and I delivered the telegraph. He was known to harbor refugee slaves, and in 1838 he moved to the Hollow in Concord. And throughout the 1840s and 1850s, Howe's Hollow served as a commercial hub, as well as being known as Liberty Hollow, which is now down by the Metro Parks there. And it was a recognized stop on the Underground Railroad, which was a common occurrence with the Underground Railroad through other points in Lake County. Walter Wellman, he was born in Concord in 1858. He was known as an avid adventurer and explorer. Also from Concord, born in 1864, Dr. George Washington Cryle. He was researched war-related illness while serving in World War I. He also completed the first successful direct blood transfusion in 1906, and I didn't realize this, but he was one of 5 doctors who founded the Cleveland Clinic.
Absolutely. Dr. Cryle.
Yeah. And then his son, George Barney Cryle Jr., was an internationally acclaimed surgeon, and he was also called Concord Township his home. So we have come full circle from our early homesteads and industries along Big Creek to residences, schools, metro parks, and a business corridor along major highways with a current population of 20,000. Concord continues to offer infinite possibilities to assure a wonderful future for generations to come. So that's a little bit about our history in a nutshell.
I think the the Images of America book that came out earlier this year that our recreation director Deb Esker did with Dan Maxon it's just great. I mean, there's a lot of that kind of stuff in there, and I find a lot of those interesting facts and pictures and images. But it's so. I lived in Concord a long time. I carried the News Herald actually in one of the neighborhoods here, but. When you drive around on Cryle Road and Girdled Road and Jordan Creek and Girdled Park, and you take these names for granted,
Right.
but then you get into the history and realize how far back some of that goes. And 1822, I know that I'm so excited to serve this community on its 200th anniversary. That's
exciting.
It's a pretty exciting time.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to the events we're going to have next year. I know we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming. So that's going to be great.
I agree with you. It's fun to read about all the names of all the roads that we see, and Cole Ridge. I mean, everywhere you go, there's a name in this book. And I heard these are really hot items. We only have a few left, so make sure you get these for your stocking stuffers. But I do want to talk about the Winter Spring Grapevine, which will be in our mailbox the first week in January. You will find a 4-page section in this Winter Spring edition dedicated to our bicentennial. Page 1 is timeline of our history, which Mr. Dondorfer just sort of went over a lot of that. Page 2 is the summary of our special bicentennial events throughout the year. An I Love Concord photo contest in February. February 14th, Valentine's Day drive-by giveaway. Those seem to do really well, those drive-bys.
Yeah.
March 8th is our birthday, and it's our Founders Day celebration, including a drive-by treat giveaway. May 14th is the Kentucky Derby 5K run and open house at Lake Erie College Equestrian Center. Our summer concerts will be back on Thursday nights in June and July. Our theme this year is Concord Through the Decades. June concerts feature music from the 1940s through the 1970s, and July concerts feature music from the 1980s through today. In August, Community Days will be back, and
Nice.
we will feature Uncorked Cocktails Hours on August 5th and Family Day on August 6th. October brings historic Spirits of Concord Halloween Cemetery Tours. That sounds very interesting.
Interesting.
November 8th is our Thank You Concord Luncheon for longtime residents, and December brings our grand finale holiday celebration. If you look at page 3, you'll see a snapshot in time, what Concord looks like in 2022, and page 4 is the wording to our actual articles of establishment.
It's a busy year.
It's going to be a busy year. There's a lot
Get
of
our calendars
Yeah.
going right now.
Yeah. So just want to remind everybody to keep track of all these wonderful events that we're going to have next year. Be sure to take a look at your Grapevine newsletter, the one that comes out in print format. There's also the monthly e-Grapevine that comes to your email inbox. We're also on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The Township website, concordtwp.com, also has a wealth of information, and you can contact the Recreation Department directly at recreation@concordtwp.com or at their number 440-639-4650. We also have an invitation for longtime residents to contact us. As Concord prepares to celebrate its 200th anniversary, we invite you to enjoy all the special celebratory events we have planned to honor our township and remember our past. There are plenty of opportunities to get involved by volunteering and sponsoring programs. We also invite longtime residents to a lunch in November where so we can honor you and hear about your favorite memories of Concord Township, this very special place. If you have deep roots in Concord, we want to know. We want to connect with you and get you involved in this big celebration. So we please ask you to reach out and get in touch and join us for the celebration. And with that, happy birthday, Concord.